Los Angeles Dodgers fans, we've got fresh exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. Whispers are getting louder out of Los Angeles. And if there's one thing Dodgers fans didn't expect to hear this season, it's that Dave Roberts might be growing tired of Freddie Freeman. Yep, that's the word going around. The same Freddie Freeman who's been one of the most consistent bats in baseball over the past decade. The guy who was supposed to bring veteran leadership and championship pedigree to this already star-studded roster. Now, rumors are surfacing that Roberts, always cool-headed and measured, has reached a breaking point with an all-star first baseman. It's the kind of buzz that sounds unbelievable at first. But once you start putting the puzzle pieces together, it kind of makes you raise an eyebrow. No official announcement, no press release, just that eerie feeling that something in the Dodgers clubhouse isn't clicking the way it used to. So let's dive into what might be going on behind those clubhouse doors. Now, before fans start panicking and tweeting out shooter of Free Freeman or demanding a trade, let's remember, we're talking rumors here. Nothing confirmed, nothing on the record, but multiple sources close to the team have hinted that Dave Roberts has voiced internal frustrations about Freeman's presence on the roster. The word is not necessarily about performance. Freeman's numbers are still solid, even if slightly down compared to his MVP days. It's more about chemistry, leadership dynamics, and maybe even some behind-the-scenes disagreements. Apparently, there's a growing sense that Freeman's influence in the locker room isn't meshing with the direction Roberts is trying to steer the team. That doesn't mean Freddie's toxic or problematic, but it could mean that philosophies are clashing. This wouldn't be the first time a respected veteran and a respected coach found themselves at odds. The big question is, how far has it gone? People around the league are already speculating. Could it be about clubhouse politics? Or maybe Freddie's approach at the plate versus the new analytics-driven culture that's become so dominant in LA. There's a school of thought suggesting that Freeman, who's always been more of a field player, might be resisting some of the newer, more data-heavy strategies Roberts and the front office want to enforce. That tension, if true, could create a divide, subtle at first, then eventually hard to ignore. We've seen similar stories play out before. Veterans unwilling to adapt to a new culture, managers caught between loyalty and results. The Dodgers aren't just any team. They're chasing World Series rings. And when you're in win now mode, even the smallest misalignment can become a major issue. So maybe, just maybe, Roberts is starting to feel like Freeman no longer fits the evolving identity of this franchise. You also have to consider the financial layer. Freeman isn't exactly cheap. He signed a 6-year, $162 million deal with the Dodgers, and we're now heading toward the back half of that contract. While he's still producing, the front office may be wondering if his dollars per WAR ratio is starting to tip in the wrong direction. And with younger talent like Miguel Vargas knocking on the door and Shohei Ohtani soaking up major cap space, the team could be rethinking its resource allocation. Maybe Roberts is the mouthpiece for a sentiment that's bubbling up from the higher-ups. Maybe he's just the one bold enough to say it out loud. Or maybe, and this is the wild card, Roberts and Freeman had a personal disagreement that crossed a line. Managers don't usually air that kind of thing in public, but every now and then a leak slips through. And this one's spreading like wildfire. One thing that really adds fuel to this fire is the body language we've seen lately. Watch the dugout. Watch those mound visits. Freeman's not looking as engaged. He's not the first guy out to celebrate. Homer's not the loudest voice when things get tight. Of course, that could just be fatigue. It's a long season. But several beat reporters have pointed out that Roberts seems colder toward Freeman during games. Not hostile, just distant. And when you compare that to how Roberts interacts with someone like Mookie Betts or even the newly arrived Ohtani, the contrast is noticeable. These are the kinds of clues that don't make headlines, but for those watching closely, they're hard to miss. It's subtle, but in baseball, subtle is everything. And right now, the vibe between manager and first baseman feels off. Dig a little deeper and you'll find more smoke. People in the media circle say there have been heated discussions in the clubhouse. Nothing physical, but passionate exchanges between Roberts and key veterans. Names weren't dropped, but context makes it easy to guess. When a veteran like Freeman, who's used to being a leader, starts feeling his role diminished or questioned, things can escalate fast. And we all know Roberts isn't a yeller, so for there to be any kind of heat, something big must be brewing. Add to that the pressure of LA expectations, and it becomes a pressure cooker situation. If the Dodgers start to slip in the standings, you better believe this will become the headline story. And if they go deep in October, then we'll all look back on this as a moment when the Freeman-Roberts rift first showed its cracks. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. But here's the million-dollar question. Would the Dodgers actually move on from Freddie Freeman? It seems unthinkable on the surface. He's still an elite first baseman, a fan favorite, and a core piece of this lineup. But stranger things have happened in baseball. Remember when the Braves let him walk? That was a shocker too. Teams evolve, priorities shift, and sometimes the hard decisions are the ones that set the next dynasty in motion. If Roberts really is ready to say goodbye to Freeman, the front office may already be laying the groundwork. Don't be surprised if we start seeing whispers of trade rumors, potential suitors, or mysterious IL stints that keep him out of the lineup for precautionary reasons. In MLB, where there's smoke, there's almost always a backroom negotiation taking place. It's also important to consider the personal side. Freddie Freeman is a family man. He came to LA for more than just baseball. He wanted to be closer to home, have stability. If that sense of belonging is fading, he might be the one considering an exit. Maybe this isn't about Roberts pushing Freeman out. Maybe it's Freddie sensing the shift, weighing his options. Could he retire early? Could he request a trade? To a team like Toronto, where former teammate Matt Chapman just landed? Or even a return to Atlanta, though that bridge may be long burned. These are all possibilities swirling around, and until someone steps to a podium and clarifies things, the rumor mill will keep churning. And for fans, it's both thrilling and nerve-wracking to imagine the Dodgers without Freeman at first base. Now, let's not get carried away. Dave Roberts hasn't officially said, "I want Freddie Freeman off this team." That quote doesn't exist yet, but the murmurs are real. Enough insiders are hinting at tension to make this story too big to ignore. Whether it's performance-related, personality-driven, or philosophical, the cracks are showing. Roberts may feel this team needs to evolve in a new direction, one that doesn't include Freeman as the anchor. Or he might simply believe that leadership needs to come from someone else now. Maybe from Betts, or Ohtani, or even a rising young star. Whatever the reason, if Roberts truly doesn't want Freeman anymore, that's not just a roster move. That's a seismic shift in the Dodgers' identity, and the implications of that decision would echo across the entire league. So as we watch the next few weeks unfold, keep your eyes on the lineup cards. Listen closely to Roberts' postgame interviews, monitor Freeman's demeanor, because if this rumor has legs, and it really seems like it might, we could be witnessing the slow unraveling of a major chapter in Dodgers history. Dave Roberts is not a man who makes noise without reason. If he's letting it be known, even subtly, that he's done with Freddie Freeman, then something serious is going down. This isn't just about one player. It's about leadership, culture, and the future of one of baseball's most powerful franchises. And if this truly is the beginning of the end, then buckle up, because LA's offseason is about to get very, very interesting. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.